Oh my god, this is for you.
I'm in this vlog now.
Yeah.
You want some money? Hey,
Wow. Hello, it is day 0 of Anime Pasadena, and we're in, not Anime Pasadena, what is this? This is AX Chibi. It is day 0 of AX Chibi, and we are currently setting up. It is 11:29. I think we got here around 10:40 something, but it was really just going back and forth from the parking area to loading up the stuff here. We are setting up with a 6-foot table. I don't know how we're gonna fit everything, but we will get it to fit because we have to. There's no other option. Because I think the last time I had a table of this size was Anime Expo, and that was back in July. And I have a lot more stuff since then. Actually, I feel like it's about the same amount of stuff. So this is an example. I did bring up in Anime Pasadena that with that particular table display, I do build it on the table, but for this one, because it is a bit taller, I think for that one, it was only up to 4 feet tall from the table, but this one, it's 5 feet tall, and it's a little bit too tall and too unstable for me to set everything up from a stool, so then I'm just doing it here from the floor, so then I can just carry it up on the table when everything is done, so I don't have to do it on a stool. Oh, damn it. What? I forgot to put the heart. It's fine. I forgot to put the heart wall. I'll put it up with one of the stools. Okay. That's fine. And then I'll have you Velcro the things together so they're not, because this is exactly 6 by 2 feet. It looks really good though.
perfect.
Yeah. Who's this? Is this drawn by Ivy? Oh.
Is this Miss?
I feel like every video of us together in that vlog is just chaotic energy.
I feel like my default gremlins.
Yeah.
Where you come.
It's 2:26 and we just finished setting up. This is a little walkthrough, not really a walkthrough, but this is a little view of Artist Alley. So this time, it's literally just line tables. Before, they used to have booths at the end over there, but this time they got rid of that and it's just a bunch of tables. I'll go over more details on how to get in and all of that and how many vendors there are, but this is basically how it looks. There's no dividers, however, there are gaps in between tables, fortunately, because even AX doesn't have gaps between tables. And there is a bit of a barrier to prevent attendees from just going in. And they do provide a trash can, but you do have to bring a tablecloth if you want your table to be covered, because they do not provide that. Oh my god, this is for you. Hello! Oh my goodness. Good to see you. It's been so long.
No, I'm over.
From NorCal? Good morning, it is day 1 of AX Chibi. It is 7:31 in the morning. We didn't have to be here this early, to be honest. But I just got here because I thought I forgot my box of stamp cards. I did not forget them at home, thank goodness. And I just wanted to anticipate, like, oh, it'll take this much time and I'll have this much time to get back. But luckily we didn't have to think about that. It is very cold. I don't look like it because I'm wearing short sleeve at the moment, but for whatever reason, it is much colder inside the tent instead of outside. Right now it's around 53 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, also my outfit's super cute. Let me see. Can I back it up? Skirt. I got this red top at Uniqlo in Korea. I wanted to get more colors of this top. They were sold out by the time I was in Japan, unfortunately. And then my beret is basically like Boo. Let's see. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll show it later. I'm a little nervous for today for some reason. I'm more nervous today than I was last weekend for Anime Pasadena. There's really no reason to. We were just trying to find a way to condense everything into our 6-foot table display because I don't want anything branching out from the table. I don't know how strict they will be on that because we didn't really have that issue last year because we had that Artist Alley booth. So we had an 8-foot table and pretty much unlimited space behind us versus here because you are in regular Artist Alley. There's only one type of Artist Alley, but you do have to be more mindful of the stuff behind your table, and I have a lot of stuff. But so far when we were able to pack everything, it fit within the table. So we'll see. I would say hoping for the best, but low expectations. Stamp rally stuff. Similar to last weekend and every other con, I am in a stamp rally. So this one is with a one-piece stamp rally with the stamp card. June designed it, super cute, and basically it's winter themed, but one piece. Similar to last weekend where it was winter themed, but it was with Jujutsu Kaisen characters. So this is a sticker sheet prize. I did Chopper, because Chopper is my favorite. Usually for One Piece, or at least like for stamp rallies, I lean towards Sanji or Chopper. Lately I've been working with Chopper most of the time because I already have a Chopper stamp. I don't know where my Chopper stamp went, so I'm using my 1000 Sunny stamp. At least in terms of inventory, like everything's about the same. Even with how much inventory I packed for this event compared to Anime Pasadena last weekend, I don't think I restocked or brought more stock of anything in particular besides my Otani stickers because my batch came in a couple days ago. So hopefully they don't sell out. I should have enough, but if not, I mean, the next time I'll have the Otani stickers in person, because they are a SoCal event exclusive, is going to be Anime Los Angeles in January, and then Anime Impulse LA in February. So yeah, I don't have any plans of selling them online just because I do want to incorporate more exclusives for specific events. I'm sure I'll have online exclusives as well, just working towards that. But I do like that concept. I think it's more fun. We're matching!
Join our stamp rally!
Oh yeah, here's a better view of the Boo hat. Ivy's the bunny dealer.
Hey, yo, you want some money? I got some.
Oh my god. It's okay. Thank you! Oh my god, who is this?
It's me! You should watch the podcast.
Oh yes, it was a good
You
episode.
can watch the other episodes too,
Yeah.
but I'm also in them.
Yeah. So I thought con starts at 10. Apparently it opens at 9, so you have to go back. But at least we did come here early. So I'm assuming they're opening early just because AX opened early. We're going back to the table. Oh, hi. Yeah, we're not too far. Like, that's the other entrance. And then we're just over here. It is 9:45. We had a bit of a rush in the beginning, and I think it's only because of the Otani stickers, and then a few people were other vendors, so obviously they had early access here. Thank you if you came by. But I think after that, it kind of calmed down a little bit, because to be honest, I genuinely thought that we opened at 10. I don't know where I found that information in assuming that we opened at 10. And luckily I was talking to Emmy when she was like, oh, like, isn't it 9? Like, when are people coming in? And I thought, why would people be coming in? It's 9 o'clock. Like, con opens for another hour. No, it does not. I mean, we were basically ready. We were just walking around, but that's long hours. It's 9 to 6. And I think tomorrow's also 9 to 6, so they're basically making it like Anime Expo hours. I'm just tired. It's like, why am I complaining about being tired? I only did like one con weekend last week, and it's not even, it's like 2 days. I think the end of the year is just getting to me, and it's only day 1. But so far, so good. Most of the sales were pins and stickers, and I think they were also just from social media since they knew to come here immediately for the Otani stickers. I have to say, look how cute this is. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I didn't even know it was you. It's like for mutuals. It is currently 12:33, and for whatever reason, it is very warm. Actually, not really for whatever reason, but I know the forecast for this weekend was relatively warm in that it's in the mid to high 70s compared to the past couple weeks where it has been cooling down. But what I don't like is how LA is very inconsistent because at night it's around 50s, so you would have to bring a jacket. But then during the day it's very warm. So that's also why I'm dressed like this. So it's pretty warm inside. I haven't really had a chance to step out and see what it's like. In terms of the attendance pattern, after I would say like the first 30 minutes, it's been fluctuating in that there's a few sales here and there, but then there's some like dead time. So I wouldn't say it's very steady. I will say that it does feel like a long time. Like the fact that it's 12:34 and con doesn't end until 6 p.m. So it'll be a while. Luckily, because Ivy brought some banh mi, we're not starving compared to Anime Pasadena where, I don't know, I think we just felt burnt out because we didn't eat that much Saturday, but we were a little bit more prepared Sunday. So just a reminder to take care of yourself. If not, your body will take care of yourself for you. I have something for you. Did I give you one? Oh my god, I forgot your gift thing. Never mind, I'll come back because your gift has it.
I just got blue balled.
It is currently 2:35. Honestly, not too much of a difference from the past couple hours in that there is a good flow of people. They're just not necessarily purchasing, which, to be fair, usually within the first half of con, that's when most people are just walking around getting a feel of their surroundings and seeing which artists they might want to come back to, especially when it's not as busy. But now there has been a lot of people in between aisles. I'm also just stamping stamp cards as of now. It has been, you know, every so often there's some purchases, but it has dwindled a little bit. I know there's a few other events happening outside, which I'm a little surprised by. I don't know why they have voice actors like basically outside. And if you think about where they're placed, especially if they're facing Artist Alley, they're basically facing the sun, which I can imagine would be very uncomfortable. So I'm not really sure why they're outside. Maybe it's so they're not paying as much rent for inside the convention center. I haven't been inside the actual con besides Vendor Hall, and it seemed like Vendor Hall was relatively busy as well. There's also an outdoor market event. I don't know if their hours are the same as Artist Alley, where for us it was 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., but they're outdoors. I actually don't remember seeing if they had lights on, which I imagine you would need it because with daylight savings time and now we're in the fall season, the sun starts to set around 5, 6 or so. So at that time you would need lights. It would be the same setup as like a night market. I would say that because the time that Anime Expo Chibi happens, usually I bring a little bit more sweaters than I typically would, only because this is a time that it gets pretty cold. However, because it is warmer this weekend, there's not as many sweater sales as I would hope there would be. I would say just for today, I think there were only like 3 sweater sales compared to last year, which, you know, you can also consider that last year, that was one of the first few times that sweaters were publicly available, so more people were going to buy from me at the time. But I'm hoping that it might not be the case for SJ Made, because last year's SJ Made, our sweaters were going through pretty quickly, but it was also really cold in San Jose at the time. It is 4:23. I took a fat nap for like 10-20 minutes, which felt really nice, except I wish it was longer. Pretty similar to earlier, it's just relatively steady in that there's some sales here and there, or most people are just looking around for the most part. I did put on a jacket because it got cold for some reason. Outside it's technically around 75. It feels a little warmer than that, but inside it's pretty cold. I realize that attendees don't wear badges here. I forget every year, but they don't wear badges for AX Chibi. I think they have wristbands to verify that they're an attendee. So you're not really sure if, actually, I don't remember if AX Chibi is only whole day weekend or if you can buy a ticket for one day. But I feel like for this type of convention, most people only come for one day and then they don't come back the following day, because a lot of the activities I feel you can do in one day. So I'm curious to see how tomorrow will go, given that it is Sunday. However, Monday is Veterans Day, so there's no work, I believe, for most people. There's definitely no school. That's also why there's a lot of conventions happening at the same weekend. Besides AX Chibi, there's KumoriCon in Portland, I believe. There's Twin Cities Con? There's another one. I don't remember what it's called. But there's a lot of conventions happening, but I'm curious to see how the other ones go. I know Lindsay is at KumoriCon, so I'm probably going to watch her vlog for that particular event. And there's a few other vloggers here at AX Chibi, so you can also see their perspective besides mine. I feel like compared to Anime Pasadena, I'm not able to freely go out in this particular event, because if you're not familiar with the Ontario area, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. Not really, but it's not close to a walkable town like Anime Pasadena, where there's Old Town, there's Paseo Colorado. Here you could walk to some food places. It's just not, I wouldn't say as accessible. But if you've been to both cons, you can kind of get the vibe of what I'm talking about. I mean, you can buy food outside, like there's a few food trucks. I'm pretty sure there's some food booths, but I would assume that they're a little bit more expensive. Oh, sorry. Oh wow, another Otani sticker. Woo! We're down to 4 more. Also, the Otani stickers are doing super well. I brought about 50 Otani stickers for the weekend, and now we're down to like 4. I did not expect them to do this well. I mean, I know like the World Series just happened, but that's pretty crazy. Thank you. I appreciate the support. And I think it just went by so quickly because most people were buying multiples of Otani, which I'm assuming is also for friends or family who also love the Dodgers or love Otani as well. Some people would take advantage of like the 3 for $12 deal and they'll buy 3 Otani stickers. So I think that's why it depleted so quickly. Wow, look at that meat. Wow, that looks so good. Good morning, it is day 2 of AX Chibi. To be honest, I had to tell myself like, what event is this again? Because I've been referring to multiple events even when talking to other people. Like yesterday, I was referring to like, oh, how was Anime Impulse for you? This is obviously Chibi, it's not Impulse. Anyway, it is the second and it is the last day of Chibi. Again, we got here pretty early just because we wanted to take our time to take everything down, but also I need to film this and I don't really like doing it when there's a lot of people around. Well, in terms of how this event compared to last year, it feels about the same. I'm gonna be honest, like I honestly don't even remember that much from last year. But if I were to compare this event to Anime Pasadena, at least for myself, the Saturday numbers were actually pretty similar, if not the same. Like maybe give or take a couple $100. They were pretty identical. I basically got more sales though, or at least the number of transactions were more for Chibi yesterday versus Anime Pasadena Saturday. But I think a lot more people purchased Ida bags and sweaters last weekend. If I'm going to make about the same with Chibi with a 6-foot table versus Anime Pasadena where I basically had a 10 by 6 or 10 by 8 space, I would say like the better deal is probably Chibi because I have less surface area, yet I'm making about the same. But the price point is a little bit more with Chibi. So some information about Anime Expo Chibi. This is a 2-day event. Typically it's around early to mid-November. This one in particular is November 9th and November 10th. It's always a Saturday, Sunday, and it's a 2-day event. Artist alley applications are juried, so it's a similar process to Anime Expo. Table locations are first come, first serve. From my understanding of the map, and also from past years, there were typically 2 entrances, and it's at the top of the map. However, I noticed that there are a lot of doors that are opening, so there aren't really 2 entrances. So I feel like you can't really get a bad spot unless you're towards the bottom part of the map. But even then, I think I saw some doors open. Would I do this event again? Yes, mostly because I'm local. I don't necessarily recommend it if you're flying, though I do have some friends who flew over here. If you're willing to make a trip out of it, I think that'd be great. But also, I feel like a lot of people expect a lot out of Chibi, mostly because of the Anime Expo name, and I don't think that's fair because this is a relatively new con. It is only 3 years old, and they're still figuring out how they want this convention to go because every year there's always something different. So I wouldn't expect too much. If you're local, I do recommend it, or at least trying it. Some people might ask, is getting in going to affect whether you'll get into Anime Expo? Maybe. It's hard for me to say because I have done Anime Expo prior to doing Chibi, so I don't know how much that affects things. Some people say it doesn't because they got into Chibi but didn't get into this year's Anime Expo. It's up to your own judgment. I would say that there is some inkling of relevance, whether you get into Chibi and how that might affect your chances for Anime Expo, but also, who knows. Also with your Artist Alley table fee, it comes with a 6x2 table. It is exactly 6x2 compared to other conventions where it gives a little bit more than 2 feet. It's not, it's exactly 6x2 feet. In terms of display, although you should be courteous enough and considerate and actually adhere to making sure display is within the confines of your table space, I don't think they're that strict compared to Anime Expo, where for AX, there's usually staff going in between aisles, making sure that there's space in between the center. Also, we don't have that issue here. I feel like everyone does that. I did actually count how many Artist Alley tables are here. There's 120. I don't know how much that is in comparison to last year, but I feel like there's more Artist Alley spots this time because it is strictly the 6x2 tables and they don't have like the 8x8 feet spaces anymore. I will say that I did see a few empty tables. I think I counted up to 3, but I also didn't walk throughout the entire Artist Alley yet. I don't believe Chibi team typically allows table sales morning or day of, so they're pretty much empty. The table fee for Chibi is $430, and that includes the additional fees that they add on. It also comes with a 6x2 foot table, 2 badges, and 2 chairs, and then a small wastebasket. In comparison, Anime Expo is about $650 including fees, and it also includes like 2 badges. However, if you want to purchase an additional badge, it's about $100, $120. Granted, Chibi does not garner the same amount of attendees as Anime Expo, so maybe the price is a bit high, given that there's like a $200 difference. However, for AX, I believe if you're a new vendor, it's like $100 additional, so it's basically like $750. But again, personally, I do feel like this is worth it for me, being a local artist. I think if I were to fly here, it wouldn't be too bad, but I know that might not be the case for everyone. I will say though, I'm a bit surprised because I was thinking that I would make less here at Chibi compared to Anime Pasadena, only because there is, as I mentioned in every year, there's an intersection of attendees for both of these events because Ontario is about 40 minutes from Pasadena, so most people are going to be considering like going to one over the other. Very unlikely would they go to both unless they really want to, since they are on consecutive weekends. So I'm a little surprised that I did make about the same as last weekend, but I think it also helped that I had the new Otani stickers and I brought so many of them. I think we're down to one actually, which I'm surprised by. So that probably like brought in people, and then some of them did buy additional items besides the Otani sticker. But so far, it's been pretty good. We're recording reels early in the morning. We're out here trying to find people to film for content, and I'm here with June. June's here. It's been a long time.
I know.
So long.
Still haven't had my In-N-Out. I need
Oh shoot, yeah. Are you going today?
maybe.
Okay. Exhibitor hall is very big. It is giving AX. Jackie! Morning. Hello. I know. How are you? Hello. Oh. Which one do we look at? So cute. Look at these mugs. Which one did I end up getting? I got the Nanami mug because it's so cute. And then like the law one is so nice. I have been away from table too long. I think it's like almost 10. Good luck, Hyun. Bye-bye. It's currently 10:42. I would say for a lot of Sunday conventions, they typically are slow in the beginning just because people typically sleep in. And, you know, I also just say like, oh, maybe they're at church. So I feel like it wouldn't pick up until afternoon, 1 p.m. or so. However, con does end at 6 p.m. I don't know if they will be coming back today, just because I feel like for a lot of attendees in the past couple years, most of them tend to just go on Saturday, and you can pretty much do everything within one day. Again, it wasn't really that busy, at least even when we opened. We did open at 9 in the morning today, and it kind of felt like it was, or like not a lot of people were inside. So we were just basically getting a lot of content for social media and then saying hi to everyone. But kind of slow, at least in the morning, but that's also just something that I expected for a Sunday. I feel like it's kind of more busy on this side, actually. Okay. Let's go free IV for a sec. Hello, I've come to free you.
Hello. My Lord Savior, Big Mac is here.
What? No. Let's not make that a thing. It is 1:41, and for the most part, it is definitely a lot less busy than yesterday. However, I have been very productive in that I've pretty much scheduled all of this coming week's social media posts, with even tomorrow's like recap that I typically post on Instagram and TikTok. If you didn't know, I'm also on Twitch. I'm trying to be more consistent with streaming, so I'll probably stream every Wednesday or so, probably around 1 p.m. for a couple hours, and typically it's just me con prepping. I'm still getting used to it. It's really very casual, and me just getting used to streaming more consistently. Feel free to follow me on Twitch. And if you want a more thorough review of AX Chibi that I typically post on Patreon, you can support me on Patreon. Usually it's the information that I provide here on my vlogs, as well as additional extra information that I don't typically include in my vlogs. So if you want to support me on Patreon, feel free to do so. It is at Mualcaina. It's also going to be linked down below. It has been relatively slow the past couple hours. If you do go throughout Artist Alley, which is relatively big, there has been pockets of empty spaces, and then there's also some parts where it's relatively busy, and it kind of just migrates from one part of the Artist Alley hall to the other. Other than that, it's not too bad. I mean, we covered our costs and more yesterday, and then today is really just profit, so that's good. We are finishing up on the stamp cards. I have been getting some from other artists just to use them up, because sometimes I don't really like having extra cards because now you can't really use them otherwise. In terms of temperature, it has, at least personally, I've gotten a little chilly inside the hallway, even though it's relatively warm outside, so I'm assuming that the air conditioner's on. However, even this morning, it was freezing inside the Artist Alley tent hall compared to outside where it wasn't that cold. So if you are going to be vending at this convention, I would suggest bringing some kind of blanket or a jacket and then just layer it on, because it can be warm and depending on different parts of the hall. But it's definitely advisable to bring some layers just so you can add on or just take them off. My head is hurting. I'm getting a headache. I don't know why. I've been drinking enough water and I've been breathing enough air. I didn't have a headache yesterday, but I think I'm just tired. It's now almost 5 o'clock, and the con is definitely not as busy as it was earlier today. See? Oh, it's my bag. Hey girl, can I hang out with you for like 10 minutes? Are you okay? Oh my god. Oh god.
Sit here. Okay, buckle up, never leave.
We are at June's table. She's hard at work and we're just hanging around.
My ass here all day.
I know.
Just to be a distraction.
Only for me to take her chair.
Dude, like all in yours and Ivy's like mix up of like you guys are look like twins. I'm
Like I guess like
Also
bangs
too.
and stuff. But I'm like, we don't look anything alike. And it's like the brands aren't even the same color. Like I get it, like I mean not really, like me and June kind of, because pink.
Yeah.
But like
I'm waiting for more people to talk to her about Otani and her just be like, oh.
it's like
I should get into some like baseball.
Otani.
Yeah, just that.
Yeah, well, my friends are also like very much into like the Dodgers. Oh, they were talking about Otani, and I'm like, oh, I wonder who this guy is. And then I saw an Otani edit on TikTok, and then I was like, oh, yeah, it was love at first sight. Yeah, we took over.
It's my territory.
It is her territory.
I'm in this vlog now.
Yes.
Where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay, okay. The forces have almost gathered. Come in, come in, come in, come in. Where did Henry go again? Hurry.
Are we recording?
Wait, is this a picture or a video?
It's a video, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, do you want a picture?
We'll do a video first.
Okay. Wait, do you want to wave?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, just wave.
If you want to see how last year's AX Chibi went compared to this one, watch this video to see my AX Chibi vlog from 2023. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.